Euro 2024 is about to be started, and although I wasn't from any part of the Euro country, I would still have my eyes on the tournament, not just for the love of football action, but also to have a look at a number of talents that Man United could have a look as well. With England, France, Germany all being the favourite to get the Euro title, another country could not be underestimated. That country is Portugal. For many years, Portugal national football had been viewed as a one-man army team under Cristiano Ronaldo, carrying countless classic performances. But in recent years, under a new football policy within Portugal, particularly these 5 years, has seen a huge number of talents like Bruno Fernandes, Gonçalo Ramos, Ruben Dias, Bernardo Silva, João Cancelo, Rafa Leao, etc. easily made Portugal a force to be reckoned for the Euro competition. Whilst with so many talents within Portugal's squad, one young midfielder had been held as one of the most sought after in this transfer window. That midfielder we are speaking is João Neves, whom highly lauded since the last season. So in this video, as per usual, we will be discussing on his background, strength, weakness, and was Neves worth 80 million price tag. In case you didn't know, what's up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you in any shape or form stumble into this channel and somehow someway like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. João Pedro Gonçalves Neves, born in Tavira, Portugal, 27 September 2004, making 20-year-old this year. His youth career with the hometown club Casa Benfica Tavira, one of Benfica's feeder club. He then spent 4 years in Benfica's development center in Algarve before moving to Benfica's well-known main academy in 2016. Neves signed his first professional contract with Benfica in December 2020. Neves was born a part of the Benfica Under-19 team, which topped their 2021-2022 UEFA Youth League group and eventually won the tournament. During the league break to facilitate the 2022 FIFA World Cup, he made his unofficial debut for Benfica first team on the 11th December 2022 in a closed-door friendly against Sevilla. During this time, Benfica first team manager Roger Schmidt invited him to participate in several first team training sessions. While impressing him with his ability, dedication and maturity on the ball, on December 21st, Neves signed a contract extension with Benfica until 2028 and was promoted to the first team. He made his debut for the senior team on the first day of 2023, coming on late as a substitute in a 3-0 defeat to Braga in the Portuguese league. In the final month of the season, following the departure of Enzo Fernandez, Neves eventually earned a place in the starting 11 over Florentino Luis, most notably scoring his first goal for the club on 21st May against the crosstown rival Sporting CP in the Lisboa derby, securing his side a draw after they were down by 2 goals at halftime. He will make a total of 17 league appearances for Benfica as they seal their first title in 4 years, following a 3-0 win over Santa Clara. Neves started the 23-24 season on 9 August, being named the man of the match in the 2-0 victory over Porto in the Portuguese Cup Super Final, winning his first trophy back with the club. On 12 November, Neves scored a 94th minute equaliser in the eventually 2-0 league victory over the rival against Sporting at the Estadio da Luz, while also receiving the Man of the Match award. Over the following months, Neves established himself as one of the best midfielders in Portugal, being voted the Portuguese League Midfielder of the Month between months of September and December, a feat he repeated in the February and March 2024, with only Braga Rodrigo Zalazar winning it in January. With the glimpses of background for Neves, what makes him such a hot prospect as a player? To me, Neves possesses 3 very high quality strengths as a player. First, his skill in dictating possession. Second, his tenacious counter pressing. And third is his defensive ability. Starting with his first prize skill. While Neves still relatively young as a player or a prospect holding midfielder, he has shown to be a key player for Benfica, often being tasked to be the receiver from deep, particularly drop into the space between the centre backs, tasked to receive the pass with close body shape and invite pressure. He times his final scan as the pass is played to him so he can assess which direction and how much pressure he is under. It's preferable with ball on his feet. Combining his most potent ability is evading the pressure from the opponent, Although he was not the most physical imposing player, but he contained certain agility and low center of gravity to roll away to the opposite side of the defender's approach and accelerate to the space beyond. This had Neves the most touches and passes attempted in the whole team for all competition. The numbers also back his ability with more than 80 passes attempted per 90 minutes, sitting at 88th percentile, or also completed 88.5% of them, sitting at amazing 92nd percentile, really held him a passing maestro. Also, he did not just attempt quote safe passes, but rather made up to 6.63 progressive passes, sit at 83 percentile, and 6.89 passes into final third, sit at 93 percentile, making him an amazing deep-lying playmaker. Furthermore, unlike a typical passer, Neves thrived in dribbling, often play multiple 1-2 combination, create spaces for him to carry the ball with 51.64 carries combining with 2.84 takes-on attempt with 1.6 successful take-on attempt, had him sit above 90 percentile, indicate his amusing in ball carrying duty. Coming to his second strength, tenacious and hardworking individual, Neves contains strong engine to conduct pressing on opponent. His aggressive nature and raw athletic ability allowed Neves constant press on the front foot, engaging the opposing ball carrier to restrict their time and spaces. As the stats shows, Neves has 0.7 tackles at the attacking final third with 1.44 passes blocked, illustrate his front foot pressing opponent. Lastly is his defensive ability. Mentioned earlier, Neves was not the most imposing player on the pitch, but he was more than capable when it comes to dueling either ground or air. Neves won 2.06 tackles per 90, standing at 95 percentile, and while standing on 5'8", the Portuguese international still able to have 58.6 area win rate, winning 1.6 area, both sitting at above 80 percentile, had been a very crazy thing to see. In short, Neves had been a versatile threat, not just as a playmaker from deep that constantly wants to collect the ball and dictate, but also strong enough to be a defensive force, either counter-pressing or confronting attackers. While strength can make a player shine a lot, weakness will usually come after. Neves contained two weaknesses that could foresee an improvement as time goes on. First was his overly aggressive when it comes to counter-pressing. Despite his aggressiveness and raw athletic ability can be an asset, his awareness on the timing of pressing requires certain works. Due to the fact Neves often pressed aimlessly on the opponent, thus leaving him vulnerable in defensive areas, as he sometimes vacate his more secure central position to press the ball carrier, and then the opponent can then play an easy pass beyond him as shown in the picture here. In these areas, he can be more pragmatic and could stay central, maintain the compactness, and then allow situation to develop before pressing from a more secure footing when the trigger presents to himself. This is something he will surely develop as he play more competitive fixture at an elite level. Second, it was his lack of output in the final third action. In spite of being a quality playmaker from deep, Neves' ability to deliver key passes or be a creative spark can be quite limited. Even shows on the stat his high number of touches and passes into the final third, he had rather low in the key passes and even low in assist numbers. Yet as a holding midfielder, that was not his priority job, as his main focus was more on be the available to progress the ball from a deeper position. Spoken on both strength and weakness, thus Neves really worth 80 to 120 million release clause price tag? The answer would be yes and no for me. The yes side was because Neves on such a young age had time and time proved to be a high level prospect holding midfielder, containing a register light playmaker, but also strong in pressing and defending opponent. He was being praised and could be a comparison to Rodri. While the no for me is similar situation as his predecessor Enzo Fernandez, was his hefty price tag will be a massive target or microscope of criticism for every performance. Especially Neves had only 2 to 3 senior seasons under his belt. In addition, the Portuguese league was not as competitive with the likes of Premier League, La Liga or Bundesliga. Neves contained ability that would be sought after by many clubs including Man Utd, as his profile fits the ideal holding midfielder plus a long-term replacement for Casemiro. But his price tag was not really ideal for Man Utd to splash on. Rather take the money to invest on other reasonable transfer target. In a nutshell, Neves with the talent of the world and such a young age, his price would just not fly for me in Man Utd. So a very unfortunate a no would be for me, unless the price for Neves can drop down to 50 million, yet highly doubt that could happen. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will you take João Neves into Man Utd even with his high price tag, or will you invest in other players? Comment down below so that you can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.